Unfortunately, I found out that, there's no more voice acting in the game. The voice acting was just part of the prologue, which means that everything is going to be based on me now. Which, admittedly sucks a bit. Oh, there's a pause button with, Ignatius. Connect me to the main vessel. I wish to bolster the morale. It is done, Lord. Your appearance is unique. You're a Voidborn. My appearance comes from my heritage, generation after generation of people who spent their entire lives in the depth of this void ship. Neither we nor our ancestors have ever left our home, but the same can be said about many dozens of appearances, millions of worlds. We are used to the silence of the cosmos and the voice of the ship. There are thousands of us, but we dwell far from the Lord Captains, our protecting reign unseen. We are the Voidborn. Return to business, yeah. Where's, like, my allies? Argenta?
Rogue trader.
You said you had a personal request for me.
I indeed have a request, Rogue trader. The accursed servants of chaos who assaulted this ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in Von Valancia's territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the rogue trader could meet with the orphans?
I literally, as soon as I said there was no voice acting past, I guess there is, to a degree. Make a meeting arrangement more than I will address the orphans with the speech.
As you wish, rogue trader.
Oh. Press any key. These the children? A group of adolescents, clearly dressed in their finest, freshly pressed clothes, forms a straight line before you. Some stare at you with wide eyes like you're some mythical creature, while others huddle together in fear and look away. Our indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. It is hardly the Scala progenium in here, but we have decided the orphans on our ship with adequate care and instructions. Brave ones, the master of the ship has appeared before you, the one who will guide it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the rogue trader of House von Valancius. You notice Infernus Master Enric standing a few paces away from the orphans. He watches you with approval and bows respectfully when you meet his grace. Grandly. I, the rogue, the so speak, your parents gave their lives. Smile at the group. Your Lord Captain greets you, brave ones. Teenagers kept staring at you. A girl who has remained close to Argenta smiles uncertainly. A skinny pale lad tries to throw his shoulder back and stand at attention like a soldier. Only a few teenagers at the far end of the row seem sullen and not particularly interested. One of the scowling visitors with a thin scar across his face tosses his head back and says bitterly, "So what? Why should we care? Our friends and parents died in their dozens for you, noble lot, and you just give us speeches." If you have things to say, say them without fear. Purge there. I don't want to purge yet. They're childrenage. Doesn't matter what we say, it won't bring our parents back and it won't change our fates either. We'll keep slaving away until we drop or die or worse. The strong address the chaperones. I understand your grief. Your parents died. Inside, you think to grow through, but they gave the lies for the truth, for the good of the whole ship, for the Imperium. Do not speak of their honorable fates with anger and disdain. You heard the rogue trader. His words carried the wisdom of the Imperium. It's hard to say whether or not your words have left an impression on the boy, but he nods slowly. Then he catches himself and gives an awkward bow. Abelard gives a sign. His servant, it appears that Sesho came prepared for any contingency. And now... Don't want to purge? She smiles and offers a few more words and then leaves the bay. Am I gonna... Okay, I'm like, am I... That was kind of awkward, just to watch them walk away. How's the rest of your stream there, Edge? She down there? Go back to her. What will she say as a response?
Greetings.
The game is addicting, fair enough. What is it that's keeping you in my retinue?
This ship was targeted by heretics, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty. Sooner or later, I will likely have to return to Footfall to protect its reliquary, but for now, I wish to remain a part of the Rogue Trader's crew.
May the enemy tremble for a moment.
So they shall.
Tell me about yourself.
About me? I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to tell about me?
How'd you... No, that's all I care about right now. You apparently don't care or aren't important enough for any fucking name. Do I have a journal? Jay? Companion quest. It's completed. Show completed quests? No, don't show completed quests. The guide needs a new Vatican Navis. Okay. The Expanse map. Oh, interesting. Artificial facility, Majoris. Let's go here. Ooh! I can click anywhere. Whee! Let's go here. Lord Captain reporting the heralds of the Novus Nobili continue to maintain Vox silence, perhaps due to Auric 5 being off limits to visitors. We interpret signals from the beacon. Yep. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's dock. Presumably it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the team requires aid and therefore cannot respond. Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. Order the auger to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. Vox Rain silence for... The officer from the auger crew performed a full scan, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of our readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not... why are they ignoring us? Order the crew to commence docking. Affirmative, we do not know what is happening in the stations. We will have the steam navigator blind dock safely. Okay. So, I have 5 members, but it looks... 4 members, sorry, and it looks like I can go up to 6. All psychers have 2 types of powers, minor and major. Okay. What is that? Oh.
Heretic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Murder Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Orselio, I command you to execute the infidels. Is that a shotgun? Is that what I just saw? Not a step further. Master, we have some strange guests on the station. Step back or unleash the horror of the Sea of Souls. Decease, it was the Emperor's will. Alabard, if you would, don't decease Abelard. If decease, it was the Sabode. Frown, no one has the right to interpret his will so freely, brother. But wait, I recognize your code of verbs. You must be a lord of, yes, I'm his yeah. And since fate has brought you such an important person to my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Fela Christoph August, keeper of the station. So, you did not come to the support of the traitors? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that it is a holy sanctum for House of Sorlio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. I'm looking for the Lord. What is? Do you know of anything about his present location? The Lord Inquisitor's Interrogator? I think I would know if such an important individual decided to pay us a visit. Provide me with a navigator, and I will immediately depart the station. I do not think this is possible. Yorick Favs is an observation statement. We do not sign contracts and do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of the infinity and chart the movement of the blade storms. And besides, you have chosen an inopportune time for negotiations. What is happening on the station? Where did all these corpses come from? Betrayal, a most banal thing in the life of the Nobilite, don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Orselio, the second keeper of Yorick 5 and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generator, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivable, they dared to take her prisoner. Greedy scum, I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs while we idly chatting down. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. I still have questions regarding the situation. Ara said that... Why did you not respond to messages? I've already said it is a sanctum, it is holy telling me... Okay, yep. My men are in a deplorable state. Trust me, I should know everything's happened too quickly. And tell me about your mistress. Regret I am not allowed to discuss my mistress. What makes you think she's still alive? A spark of concern flickers in the... You may not believe me, but Lady Cassandra is capable of incredible things. Not even the traitor can harness... Okay. What do you need? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet Phallic takes his hand away from his neck, notices blood and winces in pain. Yet Lady Cassa's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act. Precision is switched, but you may actually succeed. In order to ascend the missiles, you will need to make a holy relic, sanctified with the blood of Lori Orselio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part of, and the other was lost during the mutiny, but even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is power. How do I remake it? I have a phylactery containing the missiles. It needs to take into the laboratory. Tech Breast can make... Yeah, why should I help you? You came to the station for a reason. I will not be able to help you. Yep. The patient's cogenitor. Okay. I guess that makes sense. So what have you decided? But for the sake of the Imperium, for your mistress will live. So be it. Her, the mistress's safety is above all else. Okay. Oh, there's some goods. Some goodies. Multi-key. Let's examine this. The corpses were mauled by a force far beyond any mortal capacity. Faces in oh.
White. Bright, pure color. And it's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison, fear, and pain throughout its body. Who are you? Why are you crying?
If the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked
At the ready,
misery.
kid. Okay. That was a trap there. There's a trap. Order your character to disable it. How did I know there was a trap? I triggered it.
Never doubt me.
Most of these inverters took their own lives by siphoning their guts wide open. Oh. Stand firm, does not let the miscreants defile house or Celio. Are we the baddies? In combat, you can significantly increase the animation speed. It's 40. Everyone's the baddies? Fair enough. Alright. You're a gunner. You're my meleeist. You're also a gunner. And you're a psyker. Put you there. I guess I'll put you there for now.
My faith strengthens me. Follow my lead.
It's over. I will have the high ground. Oh, wow. You actually got me.
Weapon at the ready.
I'll do it.
Someone got hit. Good enough.
Break their morale.
The fuck was that?
We'll see this.
That was a crit. I mean, I guess I'll just kill you. Gotta be careful of the veil degradation down here, because I didn't realize that it's like map.
Impressions has failed me.
Follow my lead.
Oh, she's getting the shit kicked out of her.
On it.
Your end was inevitable.
Gotcha, bitch.
Follow my lead. Stay vigilant. Weapon at the ready. Break their morale.
Everyone else fucking missed. Just always hit Idra.
My lead.
Oh, you recovered.
prowess in battle.
Bang.
We can escape the Emperor's judgment. Follow my lead.
Just a minor setback.
Yep, this is fine.
Hey, what's that?
Can't hit it, so this is fine.
My faith strengthens me.
Suck.
Follow my lead.
But you're here.
High momentum.
%, 35% is something. Nope. Tee-hee.
Follow my lead. Stay vigilant.
Will endure.
Wow, a lot of pistol shots.
Break their morale.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Do that. How much does this recover? Restore 16? Oh, yeah. So if I see this, it is Veil action. This is also a Veil action. Reload.
Injured. I'm enraged.
Yeah.
Tried and tested
Then you'll just
tactics
die.
are the best ones. I took care of this one.
Oh wow, I actually hit someone.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me. Follow my lead. Stay vigilant.
Can you stop fucking recovering them?
Guided by faith. I must not falter.
I wish I had a grenade. Okay. Move here.
Indeed.
Do that. Can I charge?
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Here's my perfect moment. I'll make it happen. Who if not me?
Someone has to fucking... There we go.
On it. I'll see to it personally. Weapon at the ready.
Ha.
Faith without deed is strike.
Nice.
Prayer. Moving out.
Nice. No one... Oh yeah, you didn't get permanent wounds. Good, good. Oh, let's that, and then that, and then why that. There. A data crypt.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Perfect. Is there anything that's technically better? No. Heavy armor? Medium armor? Worse? And you are light armor. Scrappy auto pistol. A las gun. Oh, I can use her las pistol, actually. Okay, anything else over here I need to pay attention to? Oh, goods right there. Library full of stuff. Okay. Oh, what's goods? Open the door.
Cast your eye there.
Trap disarm.
Duty prevails.
Navigator flesh sample.
The crew continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain.
In his service, will they find strength and fortitude? Only thus will they turn their hearts away from the frailties that lead to heresies.
Further.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
I will
I know how to take risks.
Sin
No.
hidden in the heart, turn all to decay.
Is there money to be made?
Did you hear the screams? Move! Sir, are you all right? We can't hear anything. What was that? Now I see. You're in league with them. Is this an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. Sir, what are you doing? Get a hold of yourself. I know. You are all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered, hey, who are you? Death to the traitors! How dare they deliver trade goods? What?
I always keep my options open.
What kind of sweet little treats you got for me? Where does it say, like, my inventory if I'm holding too much? I don't see anything currently. Okay, well that seems like the path forward, so I'm gonna go back.
Just as I planned.
Mars pattern sword and silk gloves. So my guy has operator gloves. So maybe do these. You can do tech. Yeah, you're all the same. And you 7 to 9, 5 to 7. So do this and do this. Plus 10 to enemy, minus 10 to weapon skill when hit. Armor penetration. So this is just straight up better. Is there a reason to just have you one hand? I mean, it's one-handed. I could give you a gun. Be a last pistol, 6 to 8, 3 to 5. Because then at least gives me something? Goods. Research notes.
Let us know, Dawdle.
Awaken the Cogiter. Awaken him. Main elevator controls. Activate the elevator. Retrieve the list of the queries. Examine the log. Recent. Okay. Classify. Everything's classified. View the encrypted data. Break through it. Succeeded. Gain self experience. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the purge protocol. Recovery is impossible. But a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness now flits through across the scene. Child, delete, picked flow, disable access code. Annul station controls, delete, activate, shuffle, self-destruct, purge command log. Sworn you are only the keepers of the station have access to life support, but keeper there had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that? Yeah, and tech priests, okay. Mechanical interference, sabotage, crew 569 cut off the main compartment. Okay, anyone interfered out, shoot to kill. Request data on the station's navigators. Felic and Theobald. The child, location, upper chambers, biometric pair, rapid heartbeat, elevator, unknown attention, calming procedures advised, upper chambers, and accept arrow, the control rod is not if the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact station keeper, step away from the cognitor. Okay. So, where's my formation button? Can I? Oh, I can. I can just make a formation if I want. Something like that, I think. Wait, does that permanently make changes to that? Oh, it does. But I can reset it. Interesting. Okay. So let's do that. For that, their arch enemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. Oof. Oof. Servant. 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 Okay. What's over here? Yeah, tech use.
The Emperor favors me
Keep
today.
your wits about you.
Goods. Tech use, yeah, keep going.
Never doubt me.
Long glass. Carapace chestplate. And fire grenades, eh? Well, long glass. Swatch this out. You 6 to 10, 6 to 8. Okay, and then this. No dodge penalty. Armor still 20%. It's a little lighter. Can you wear it? I mean, I think it's... You found a consumable item. Did I? Fire grenades? I mean, I was talking about how I needed grenades earlier. Is there... What's his name? Type? Yeah, that works. Was there another thing in here? No.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
So my caster, which I assume can still cast.
Jokes that once said aloud.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Do I have to now return? What was that?
I always get the job done.
Let's return to Void Ship.
There's money to be made.
Turn on.
I'm restless.
But... What did I miss?
I better myself through my service.
Oh, there's still more over here. No, surely not. Surely it's just missing things. Oh, but I see a purple goods thing here.
Keep my options open.
A little pistol. Meteorite chunk. Oh, there's a door here. Why didn't I see the big fucking door? Heavy door is secured by... There must be a way to unlock it. Maybe I can ask the machine.
Let us not dawdle.
Awaken the conjurer. Switch to the main brute and chain. Open all doors on the level. Warning, data corrupted. Processing. This one. This one? This one? This one? Passage has been opened. That's some interesting camera movement all the way back. And this one. Step away.
I always have a backup plan.
Medicaid, 80%. Synthetic amniotic fluid pools across the floor. Barely discernible traces stretch the side of the entrance. Okay. Oh. Okay. Lady Cassia's... They all... Please don't kill me, okay?
A nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Goods. Tissue? Now hold on. Hold on. Adamantite. Transducer? Alright, hold on, hold on. How do I read the whole thing? Info. Experiment. Physical. Yep. Research notes. Okay, where's... I need a notepad. Sure. Okay, so I need H... 41. Okay. Info for part 12. Nope. Nope, that's... Okay, Keeper Thing graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growth so we could study the influence that, just as we thought, Nemer are positively resistant. Warhammer truly does shield some people against the corruption, adamantite dust, and black water. That was the worst idea. My God is praised. I'm so lucky to nevertheless. In the truck. Okay, so don't use the meteorite. And navigator flesh. All right. So if I close that, $41 okay with navigator flesh. I have the control rod. I can't do anything?
Is there money to be made?
Not currently, but at least I have the control rod. Do I need to do anything? The control rod needs to be put back in the elevator.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Turn on. Control rod is required. Yeah, that's why I have it. Do I talk to you? You dealt with the thread, powered the elevator, went on and trust you're about to, as I remember, every second. Yep. The crossroads, there are two paths, both stained in blood, both leading to the well where, so then... Tell me more, what paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other is hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like most. Who is who? Thank you. I did not understand a single word. Who is who? What do you see? My answers are giggling Astley. I do not understand a single word. I have questions. Who is the child mentioned in the documents report found in the station? You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The keeper folds. The child is what the station servant calls servants call Lady Cassia. For the commoner's dirty mouths must not swallow her name. You see, it is beneficial for all the servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some proved to be more useful when they were still able to speak. The Bymans, I thought, were convinced that we were the traitors. That's why they are insane. Will you really hate the servant? The servants alone could not be blamed for what happened on the state. Most guards were either unarmed or feebled. Do you really think that mere servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half of my guards butchered and run the rudder. Destroying the shuttle, shutting off the power, and disabling the security camera. Too many things require special access. Passage only available to the keeper of the station. As I'm sure you are aware, there were 2 keepers of the station. You guess is absolute. The demented old man became obsessed with her power. I listened to recording private conversation between the station and you were very lenient towards him purposely to get things. I saw the security at his side the entire time. Knov initiated the self-destruct program, which means he did it before the report was filed. Or maybe after. Or you dare suspect me of what happened? The one who was going to wait. I listened to you were. Yeah, I was lenient. This is true. And in the end, I paid the steep price. Enough, I would not trust you. But now you are a mere delay and... Oh!
Beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
For the Emperor!
Okay, where are everyone? You have some people over there. Some people over there. Put you there? I guess I'll put you here. Put you here? Psyker is a little bit of an issue. You can chain lightning these people, actually. You're definitely not going first, but...
Faith shields me.
Holy shit. Stack of zeal.
Doubt is for the weak.
Need you to go over here. No, go here. Blast him.
This battlefield in righteous fury.
You fucking, like,
Injuries will not slow you.
got fucking devastated.
I'll do it.
Oh. Alright.
Weather the storm.
How do you fucking get hit? You are getting zapped.
Prescience has failed me.
I really thought she'd live, actually. Oh, dodge, get fucked.
Follow my lead. Temporary setback.
Onward.
Did I just see Felix get this shit kicked out of him? I think I did.
I'd rather not. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Okay.
He's as good as...
Oh, I didn't realize. That's right. I changed my gun.
Who if not me?
Missed! Fuck you.
From the ashes,
Holy shit.
rise. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Wow, that's a lot of fucking damage. 4 to 10, eh?
Was that you? Or... But of course.
Okay. Oh my god.
Mocking me. Follow my lead. Be gone.
A tactically sound approach. One fewer target. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Shit. You're getting fucked, son. You're getting fucked. Heal yourself, please.
I won't forget this. I'll see to another enemy down.
Nice.
On it.
Alright. Neat.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you do have an injury. That sort of sucks.
I must not falter.
Good. That kinda sucks, but honestly,
On it. What an unfortunate turn of
that
fate.
kills you pretty easily.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Target well struck.
Never stood
There we go.
a chance.
Oh fuck, there's still another one.
I refuse. I'll see to it personally. Your end was inevitable.
Tactician goggles. Navigator, armored body glove. Last pistol. Deadshot stub revolver. Yeah, you have an injury. That kind of sucks. Can I do anything about that? I can do this, can't I?
The hand of the healer.
Go. All right. Keeper's control rod. All right. So wait, what happened to all that equipment? Wait. What? Oh, I didn't fucking... You. Can't be equipped by this character. Fair enough. You. You can. And I think I will. You. Feel like that's a good idea. These are all mediums. These are scrappy. Well-maintained las gun. I mean, I guess I'll give it to you. All right. Well, let's go back to that computer now that I have
How it's done.
a different control rod. I wonder if it's going to let me do different things.
Right rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Awaken it. No. Step away. Maybe I have all the information I need? So tissue, navigator, data crypt was 41 okay. Catalyst flask. Don't know that one. Reagent. I don't have any. And transducer. Do not use the acid under any circumstance. Okay, so hold on. Adamantine dust and black water. So don't use either of those. No adamantine dust. No black water. Do not use the acid under any circumstance. Discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals. I strongly recommend finely grinding the reagent. Do not use the acid. Trust me, you will not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. The tech priest completed Data cryptid, a malfunction with the course of our research. I should remind the technocrats to deliver. Well, it seems like I'm still missing something. Meteorite chunk. I remember reading not good things about it, but let's read everything here. No. Okay, so I read that one. Let's read it here. Keep your theory graciously to provide snap just. But let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in it. I must ready the organ and... Oh. The adamantine dust and black water, this was the worst idea. And then if we did make it, the adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the Macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce a more complex compound. Related to a recorded on... Oh, I'm going to mention the channel is found, and then I'm going to do exactly that. And a transducer. Oh! Adamantine dust. Goes here. Catalyst. Data crypt? Okay, hold on. Most unusually to the crystals. So it seems like there's combinations that do work and combinations that don't. Right? Because if I go here, put this down here real quickly, take the data crypt. It seems like the data crypt goes like this, which means this probably needs to be turned to dust. All right. Do not use the acid under any circumstance. Unidentified acid. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh reacts most unusually to the crystals. Do not use the other. Trust me, you'll like. I mean, it would have to be this guy then, right? The data crypt mount over the course of our research. I should remind. So 40k should be out because it's corrupted. 40KO. It's 40KO. This seems correct. Meteorite seems pointless. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised. I'm lucky to have my head on my shoulders after this. So, not black water. Not adamantine dust. So it would be that? I think, if I'm understanding this correctly. Let's save. Tissue of you. Data of you. Catalyst of you. Reagent of you. Activate the device.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Okay. Then it must be the other tissue sample? Yeah.
This is intriguing.
Shimmering emulsion. The user permanently gains +Y to sign rating and 30% more transfer perils of the warp. Black water and adamantine dust. I'm gonna save again. All right. I don't actually know if any of that mattered or changes, but it's still there. There's only one psyker in our party. I'll keep it maybe for now.
Let us not dawdle. Just as I planned.
Turn on. Oh, I see. There's two rods. One has to be on both sides. Ooh. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually stream from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously as you approach. Only now do you notice the third eye in the woman's hidden by a jeweled ornament, and when your eye over its soul-smothering power. You are enveloped in despair and grief. An invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead. Your heart hammers in your chest, and desire to turn and flee from this room, from this situation, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and you push back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. Ow, ow, ow. As if my own little pals weren't bad enough, now this one's barding into my... Somebody stop her? Heresy. I didn't look. Lady, I am here to help you. Please calm yourself. What was happening? Was someone calling? Are you the are all the betrayers dead? Who you are? Ignis von Valencia, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Pardon my manners, I did not expect to meet such a great acquaintance from our house. What is this? I feel faint. Lady, are you a sacred throne preserve? The child. You, the old man shifts, revealing it is through veins, sticky sweet, assault your as if this flesh rotting. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as an enemy or an ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath. Watch out. This one's so deranged, making the whisper shriek like crazy, he might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynast's grave esteemed. I mean you no harm. I came to seek the navigator's aid. I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come to cover the bridge, or so who are you? Ignis van Valetius, rogue trader. Abelard, introduce us. His lordship, rogue trader, Ignis, heir to this greatest, and the Cornus expands bare to sacred rune extends his greetings. Another in our corner. How interesting. Your kind always makes in desperate times. Your intentions are probably peace, and so has now asked a service to your life. Save the life in exchange for future. You look frightening. You were not supposed to see me, or Felic, or this. Are highly paid for their to his will. No one should dare judge the guides. What service do you ask of me? I want to app. Is my word he came to as a called. He called it in. He was like a son, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most pressure to dare to take a child to revel in power. Just like okay, you can see the fruits of villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound to novitors. Felic accused you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your words? Defending myself before sir, I never thought I would fall so low, the old man. If the child's life were not very well, I have no trace or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the novice nobilite. If the honest word of an honorable man counts for nothing, I forced the wardens to strictly observe security. I personally selected every sort of... Okay. How could you lose control of your own station? Do not thrust my arrows in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice, trust no one but yourself and the Emperor, even those closest to you. What is the... Okay. What service? Hope. Save the sacred child. Take her away from... I fear I do not have long left. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Arento, house acting in the Cronus expense. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here, but after we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. You are talking as though you expect me to die here. My service to the house is coming to an end. My wounds Felic inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne slowly enough to see the child taken care of. You need help. There is Medicaid deck on my ship. No, I am the keeper of, or I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. I believe I made my decision. Cassia shall come with me. Good, that is good. But do allow us to say our proper farewell.
Wake up, my mistress. My sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
What? What happened? You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
Have you come to save the precious?
Child, please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You will now embark on a voyage with this lord to rejoin the house and its regent in the Coronus Expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
No! Not you too! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! You're coming with me! Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of Urac 5, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orselio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Oh, Theobald.
Forgive the urgency, but we should leave the station immediately. The systems are unstable and may fail.
But this is my home.
Please, child, do not be stubborn. Remember your duty to the house, and let those thoughts bring you strength.
What are you going to do to me?
Let us aid one another.
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are ready to guide any vessel. I know this because I taught you myself. And it is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, your safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Urac 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
I will provide you with every necessity. Naturally, this will include servants.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
Away! I guess I made the right choice. I think. Maybe. Ah! I have a new party member.
Uncolored.
I know how to take risks.
You. It's the same staff. So you have an auto pistol. Maybe I'll give you a shotgun. I don't like how she looks, though. She has a very evil to her. Oh, she's... Choose a characteristic. Willpower, I guess, because that changes her... Really? Nothing recommended? Yeah, let's do that. Click to view the archetype details. She is an officer. All right. Do I have, like, armor for her? Is she wearing... She's just wearing a body glove. Outfits. Colors. All right. To the void ship. Collect all. Fucking douchey. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis is prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first? Fears in your breath, the ships and the crew and searching for the source. Well, even looking at that first, I wish to speak to leave us. Well, of course, when you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Pensive gaze over Vigdis, then lowering her lashes, turns towards you. What did you wish to speak about? And then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. But now, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Office and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paint you have on board, but no red. Why do you refuse red paint? It is my habit to use the blood of my intendants so as to preserve my own. However, given the assurance, my own will serve even better. Of the not sacred, so it's more suitable for communion. Okay. I shall have them delivered to you. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Oh. What say you, sir? Lord, I will oversee the open channel between the lane and the bridge. May the Emperor... Yeah. Rykad? Oh. Initiating communion ritual. You hear the exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, then the stifled grasp of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic drip of the liquid on canvas, and the faint whispers of a brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, and umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance. A storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother. And the sun's pale disk goes on tireless pursuit of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lies that spring is here, the light is deadened, the great ruler is gone. My apologies for the problem. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigate. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. Leave the Lady Navigator undisturbed. Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transcends. The servants in the sanctum are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain, and then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaimed their fate. It appears the servants were part of Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctus Office after the ritual, or what is left of them. Endless blackness has spread across, dividing what would be hole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ships housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Okay. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Ground required now. Please spare me a few moments of time. There are several matters to require. First of all, I'll report the condition of the station. Had you opted to begin your visit to Rygard's system, the station would have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representative office brought us some precious time. We can either focus our efforts on disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to salvage as many valuables. Gather any components that may be of use for the ship. With your permission, I would like to remind you that we are still looking for an Engineer Prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate tech space. We have not yet, we are certain he was not on Eurofy, so keep in mind if you. Thank you, Vigdis. This will be all for now, as it pleases you, Lord Captain. That's good. What happened? Officer's deck. Bow.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleases me to say, alas, a title alone is not enough to hold everyone's attention all the time. I see you are fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity.
Are you satisfied?
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis nobility, but they are quite tolerable.
Perception. Cringes over, so adjusts the adornment on forehead that awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes the topic of gossip amongst lowly servants. It is clear that she does not feel comfortable aboard a ship teeming with new people.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility.
Toss her head back and straightens.
But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting. Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotion are natural.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness, here.
She places a hand on her breastplate.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
I understand what you're going through. My own life was turned upside down not long ago.
Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so... private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
I do not tolerate idlers on this ship, and my officers know it well.
Then, I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
It's funny how, like, flirty I could have been the entire fucking reaction there. Okay, where the fuck am I? Where am I, actually? This is like the artifact room, but I have no artifacts. To the bridge, I guess. Games, your lordship. Abelard.
Lord Captain.
Let's talk about things that may be useful to me as the rogue trader.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
What are the main players?
In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Coronis Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured to the local lawlessness. Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them. If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbala Commission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall and has links to rogue trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological heresies that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis Expanse.
Outline the situation in the Coronis Expanse for me. What do I need to know and keep in mind?
This is a topic for an official briefing, not a casual conversation. But I will try to answer succinctly. And if you permit, in my own words. The Coronis Expanse is considerably removed from the heart of the Imperium. This means that local warp routes become useless within months. Established pathways are regularly subject to attacks from all kinds of rabble. And in the only major port, the Imperium's frigates find themselves moored alongside pirate vessels. Until recently, the Coronis Expanse could hardly have been called a region of the Imperium. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under its own rules, you see. More radical, so to speak, but ones that allow for a non-standard approach where there is a promise of victory. The Coronis Expanse is considered rogue trader territory for a reason. Only rogue traders have sufficient military might, audacity, and the rights granted them by the warrant to survive the leap into the unexplored part of the Expanse, and in the event of a successful outcome, to hold on to whatever they manage to capture on the frontier.
Coonrod, our previous master of Whispers, what can you tell me about his betrayal? What do you think he'll do next?
You know, Lord Captain, I am no admirer of fine art. But when we next find ourselves in a civilized port, with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Voigtveer. That he committed his treachery and escaped with his life was an unforgivable oversight. We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years, and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the Von Valancius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. His service always garnered my respect. But everything else about him made me want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake. If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will hear no more of Conrad, prepare to be disappointed. You thwarted his plans, his meticulously plotted and nurtured treachery. He is sure to attempt to strike at you, and he will use his contacts and knowledge of the Protectorate to do so. The only question, Lord Captain, is whether you will be able to anticipate his next steps. As you wish, Lord Captain.
Until next time?
Lord Captain.
Okay. Bridge. Who are you? He's the are in need of training. Then myself, I guess. Oh. That's resetting. Keep tabs on your a wise move. Tell me you're interested on the. Tell me what you think. The former. Yeah. Okay. I will contact the overseer. Hecata.
Fire the lance batteries.
Interesting.
Destroyed.
So I can make new characters with you and add them to my party, but let's assume no for now. Let's go down here. Cassia?
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations. I have enjoyed.
All right, and Valet?
Greetings.
How do you... Nope, that's about it. What happened to my mage? My psyker? To my quarters? Nothing over there. I'm trying to find her, but I just can't. Ah! Her eyes vanish as she rubs the implant at her table. Collar is undone, and one of her clasps is on the verge of falling. Sensing you're present, it turns her head to you and offers a grip. I'd like to hear your augury. What awaits me in the future?
All right. Let's hear what they're whispering about you.
Laughs, rubs her hands and suddenly freezes with a vacant smile on her face. Her feel goosebumps appear on your skin and your... Alright.
Among the blind men and false prophets, a red-robed sage seeks the answer to a question. He does not know that it is not the answer he must seek, but the question that will draw everything into focus. Will you help him, rogue trader? But mark that sometimes ignorance is sweeter than oblivion. A chained hound chases after glimmers of the aurora, but sparks in the scent of oil confound his nose. A chain trails after him. What will happen if you pick it up? Will you become his master, or merely another beast in the pack of his true lord? The glow of dawn bursts forth from his prison. Dungeon walls cannot contain the dark essence wallowing in the dust. A naive cub pushes his nose into a familiar hand, one that holds death in twisted glass.
So these sounds like different companions?
The sword of change has already been raised. What is one more life to it? I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices are going wild. I can't make out a thing. I'll try to rein them in somehow, but for now...
Things are strained between you and Argenta, isn't that right?
The little sister is afflicted with her own set of voices. Ones that whisper to her about corruption and heresy. The silly girl doesn't realize that if she wants to find the source, she needs to start by looking in her own head.
About your abilities.
What are you talking about, Lord Captain?
You are a psyker. Psykers are only granted the right to live within the Emperor. Have you been to Terra?
Look, Lady Theodora couldn't care less if some eggheads measured my brains or not. It's not about the seal on your forehead, get it? It's about what's in your gut, if it's rotten or not. My gut's stronger than the adamantine on this here ship, and my implants are better than the ones they put in you on your Terra. If they weren't, I wouldn't have lived as long as I have.
Where do you come from?
Lyra, an outlying world in the Heathen Stars region. In the Coronis Expanse, the deeper you go, the less visible the Astronomicon gets, and the less people know about the Imperium. The arrival of a rogue trader is the best thing that can happen to a world like that.
Tell me about your planet.
It's an out-of-the-way planetoid between...
Okay.
But here on the ship is a different story altogether. I saw more wonders in my first year serving Lady von Valancius than I'd seen in my whole life on Lyra. Like my first journey through the warp, I was in bed for 3 days. I felt like supernovas were exploding in my head. I only found out later that I'd gotten off easy. Just through the bulkhead in the bay next to mine, a whole team turned into... Look at me rambling on, Lord Captain. Pay no attention.
How did you come into the service?
Theodora von Valancius paid a visit to the ruler I was serving at the time. I don't know what the visit was for, and it's no business of mine anyway. I can still remember the way the voices in my head changed when I looked at her. They were practically screaming. She had so much behind her, and plenty ahead of her too. And as I gawped at her, all of a sudden I heard a whisper. A hint, a suggestion, nothing more. But I know the difference between idle chatter and a real threat. I seized my chance and approached Theodora. I managed to whisper a couple of words in her ear before the wardens dragged me away. They beat me and locked me up. No wonder. It wasn't my place to converse with outsiders. And then...
Okay, cool.
Of course, Lord. Of course.
All right. Let's, move forward. I want to take a look at that weird ship. It's forcing me to Rykad. Nope. I want to go to this unidentified void ship. Sorry, it panning outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding us on. I think I hear Master Wisdom's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Holy shit. God, douchey fucking chair. This is not the conduct of an answer. These are the antics of a highborn brat of a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Farewell, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher-ranking officer will be logged in a personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant, if I recommend to speak on a matter of extreme importance. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I am sorry, Lord. I thought the drastic times called for drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will dispatch the lower decks in orders to crush the worker strike by any means necessary. But I am convinced that this is unwarranted and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Okay. Lord, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Warson and to intervene in what's happening in the lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on hands. Where does Seneschal come into this? I shall explain. I beg you to hurry, time is running out. I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is established order to the way things are done on the ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course when I received information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, no one of the vermin who murdered Theodore... Okay. You were far too heavy-handed. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors. It has driven the people to the brink. Now there's a strike on the lower decks, and Depot 4, to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could generate... What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poor sectors on the lower deck. It is home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ships as the families who have served its specialized system for generations. They are easily replaceable resource, and one which is now more besides given secure cultists, the minions of the archenemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rutgout brewing. We have handled the workers at Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there. Alright. Master at Arms, the ships and forces report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it is not within my right to challenge my superiors. That being said, while I entirely share Master Wood's opinion on the fate, I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practice that he himself introduced. Sourback, explain yourself. This ship's regulations state that the Master-at-Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers, and yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers whom he has deemed particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Warsarian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for hierarchy among your lord's servants. Today, an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master-at-Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow, they will go to Lord Captain. Alright. Abelard, do you wish to respond? Mr. Sauerback, can you recall an occasion where I would encourage an officer to disobey their superior, or one where I would overrule their order, or show favoritism to those who merit none? None, Seneschal, for there have been no such cases in the entire time I have served aboard the ship. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have to pay for insulting your honor with blood. Your conduct in this, nonetheless, okay. That, you distinguish some of them and know them, but name is tantamount to walking around the office handing out gifts to officers. Lieutenant Vent, would you say the Seneschal has singled you out from your peers in any way? Never once added, although he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place, he has offered me extensive guidance in my service, for which I am grateful to him, and while not all my fellows receive such attention, I know of at least a dozen fine officers whom the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure they continue to strive. To prepare new generations of the dynasty's servants, to instruct them to get the ships by the throne, every third person standing on the bridge right now was my student at one point, I see. Evidently, my officers are anything but shining examples of unity. Appearance, I am myself. How did all this start? This situation could boil over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who's been killed in a drunken ball. We reported it up the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between enforcers and workers to a head. What do you have to say about all this? I see no need to add anything. I acted with the remit of my authority, guided exclusively with the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions yourself, I have no objections. I am, for my part, I urge Lord to go down the lower stop. You will see. I am certain the Seneschal was acting within his authority, but I will verify the soundness of his decision myself. Brits, I am enterprise bordering on this sophomoric, but please yourself. I categorically insist that I escort you. I consider it as my duty to expand into. Okay, and I'll. Go to the site of the conflict with the Seneschal. I might as well bring them all.
Keep your wits about you.
Hey, it's where take that, scum. Look who it is. This is all his fault. All of it. No. The Lord decks are scoured of this. Sometimes I regret that we cannot place all the people dare to disrespect a senior officer. They would not have the chance to respect such as if we were not here, if the situation had been dealt with by the relevant. It is a junior officer's worst failing to pass problems up the chain of command. I was never been able to abide it. I shall say it again. It was a mistake to come here on Lieutenant Lord Captain. Is by no means the worst material for an officer, but in the name of terror, that girl is the same age as my eldest great-granddaughter, and she has all the gall to tell me in a managed lower decks. Did you hear? They were shouting your name. Of course they were. Yep, let's keep going. Oh, let's change our formation. Now we have people here. But you're also a psyker, right? Let's do something like that. Valve? 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 Valve?
Is there money to be made?
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Relax, old man. Going for a stroll on the lower decks every once in a while is good for you. Lets you see how the simple folk live.
Our villa vent. The sounds of a heated discussion reverberates through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Vent of the ship's enforcers is bearing the path of her superior. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order, now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. This is my deck, and so as long as it's under the Lord's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand, the first officer and the Emperor himself. So not all of my lessons fall on deaf ears. Your Lordship. They even threw things at us. These people are getting desperate. Clearly, they saw the assault unit decide they had nothing left to lose. I mean, I apologize. This is outrageous. Are you worthy of an officer's rank? For a split second, forgive me, Lord Cam. I will take the steps to ensure such thing does not happen again. What's the situation? Your Lordship, my people have locked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leader. We have this situation under control as far as resources allow. Under control, Lieutenant. I came here to lead an investigation unit, and what do I see? The rabble is on the verge of mutiny. There is nothing to investigate. This simply calls for immediate repressions and a firing scram, and you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. And was worth leaving the bridge for this? You could have issued the orders from there. Gives a signal the first, yes, Lord Captain. If you want to mow down everyone, you'll have to start with me. Vent, stop. This is treason. Sorry, I've let everyone down.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Cassie is an officer and your ship's navigator. She strikes foes with energies of the warp and supports the party. She's my white mage.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Bang, bang.
What is this foreboding?
For now, I can handle this.
What the heck was that?
Follow my lead.
Fucking good job, man.
My faith strengthens me. I'll do what it takes. I can't stand it. Heretics be damned.
Lidless stare. All creatures in the cone in front. The willpower. Yeah.
Faced worse than this. It's as good as done.
You must die now.
You never stood a chance.
Emperor, protect me.
Emperor,
You just stepped in it and fucking died. That's kind of funny.
Emperor, protect me.
Harsh shove. All right.
Look out. Don't touch me.
This I'll do what it takes.
Oh, you're a person with a name. You were important.
I can't stand it.
Oh my god.
Moving out. Emperor, protect me.
Follow my lead.
Jesus.
Stay vigilant.
For now.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Power resides in the will of the righteous. I will not.
Yes, you will.
I'll do it.
Alright, that didn't work super well.
For the weak. I refuse.
My prescience has failed me. They who discern the future own the battlefield. Be gone.
Okay.
I can handle this.
Why would you go through the poison? That seems kind of weird.
Indeed.
Good job. Good job, me.
Weapon at the ready.
I mean, I guess over here.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Do you not have any psyker abilities? No, you're a white mage. Right, you're not offensive.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Oh, get fucked.
I won't stand for it.
Okay,
Emperor, protect me.
get fucked.
Look out.
Break their morale. Follow my lead.
God Emperor, move through me. Feed the fire in my heart.
Fuck you.
Can I go back now?
Rebound. Damn it.
Don't touch me.
You have 1 HP left. You fucking idiot. Can I shift 2 into you?
I'm not interested. My place is at the fore.
Oh.
I'd rather not.
My faith strengthens me.
That is foolishness.
Let's make some opportunities.
Emperor, protect me.
Am I gonna... Oh, oh, oh.
Standing. Follow my lead. Just barely.
Stay vigilant.
As the Emperor commands, eradicated.
I will do like reduced to dust.
This is a complete bedlam. Are you satisfied? Yep. How about the actual officer in question over here? What did she have?
I always keep my options.
All right, let's soldier up here. Choose a characteristic. Ballistic kill. Yeah. And an ability. Dash? Dash. Dash seems like a good idea. Warrior. Sworn enemy? I think Reckless Strike makes the most sense. Toughness? Yes. Soldier. Same with ballistic skill. Controlled shot. Operative. Let's do that. And we'll do... Okay, more magic damage. And now the officer, same deal. Whenever an ally. Yeah, okay, that works. And willpower.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You made a harsh but necessary decision, but before that, you danced to the tune of a panicking junior officer. You put your life at unnecessary risk in the midst of a potential arrest, and your attention actions triggered everything that followed. If you hadn't given the false hope and then snatched it away, she wouldn't have snapped. You had no business going anywhere near the lower decks. Is that how you see it? Do not speak to the Lord Captain in that tone. I am obliged to speak thus. What else? Let's talk about your role. I would have handled the situation myself have you not decided to intervene. I remember, Lord Captain, do you think she ever let lower deck? No, she did not. Such a map. No, she didn't. Such matters would have left to myself and the junior officers while she dedicated herself to her grand designs for her protectorate as any true strategist. I would be only too willing to trust in my central and not fill my head in such matters. But the situation had spiraled out of your control, Abelard. You're right, as Lisa's concerned. At least as concerns junior officers making complaints directly to you. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and I believe I ought to explain myself. Awesome. Wow, that bad, eh? Wow. I have popcorn now. Wow. The prosperity of the Von Valanche's project is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. I was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in... I saw in Lord Captain Theodore's deeds the sign of a true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embark upon this incredible reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods, to distant frontiers and scouting voyages, and the advancement in the entire Protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hangar on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all, the rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on other planets. I tell you this honestly without fear of appearing weak. All this has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from the problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedure that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excuse to requirements. Understand, but you need to learn to respect me. The prosperity of the end of that project is just as important to me. You are the only person who has comprehensive knowledge of how things think in the future. I will follow your recommendations. I value what created and trust since the assembly. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in a new world, a world where it is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make. Solemnly inclines his head. Yes, Lord Captain. After a moment's silence, he adds, looking at you with interest, your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment, should my old habits ever begin to creep in. And now, please, let us leave the lower decks. If the rogue trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I like my popcorn. I haven't even made it to that fucking other ship. Bullshit. Okay, what happens to you now?
Lord Captain.
What am I essential?
As you wish, Lord Captain. What would you like to know?
Tell me about yourself.
I used to be an officer in the Navis Imperialis. No, used to be is not quite right. It was not simply a job. It was my calling, the essence of my life. I was proud to serve Lord Captain Theodora, but in my heart and mind, I'm still an officer of the Imperium. I met Lord Captain Theodora on a mission where the Imperial Navy was providing reinforcement to the rogue trader's army on one of the frontier worlds. Our acquaintance was not easy. Working with people outside the Navy hierarchy has never been my strong suit. It was to my great surprise then, that after the mission's completion, I received a referral to leave my service in the Navy and join the rogue trader's personal council. It was a difficult choice for me, but I saw in the offer a chance to serve the interests of humanity even more effectively than in the Navis Imperialis. You do not need me to tell you just how remarkable a person Lord Captain Theodora was. I recognized her at once as a true leader and formidable creative force. One who had built a protectorate amidst the dangers and wildness of the expanse.
Edge, did I do good? Did I purge them good? Leaving the Imperial is far from easy. Why were you permitted to quit your post?
You could say there was no one among the naval
and good purging,
willing to impede the wishes of the rogue trader. To do so would be to risk their own position and their relationship with Theodora. The Lord Captain possessed certain contacts in the Imperial Navy. Contacts which she used to request help during the conflict on the border world. And which enabled her to make me an offer that resulted in my joining her retinue. The Navis Imperialis is an ancient institution with its own mandates and muster lists. On occasion, in the heat of an official briefing or an informal discussion, I violated those rules, determined to press my point. It is challenging to choose the words to accurately express my opinion on a situation or the actions of others that do not sound overly scathing or confrontational. Many in command were inclined to view my manner of speaking as unbefitting a person of my rank. I am a widower. I am a father of 4, and if my information is not outdated, a grandfather of 11.
Grandfather of 11?
My family lives on Dargonus. None of my children express any eagerness or aptitude for serving aboard ship, and I would hardly have insisted that they follow in my footsteps. Of course. Lord Captain.
All right. Let's see what other interruptions I will have heading to that fucking unknown ship. I just want to fucking head towards it. Let me do it. Finally. What we have here, Lord Captain, is not very noticeable, but there's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. It sure is quiet, like it's huddled up in there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing is more scrap sheets than ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. We are registering critical damage in the hull. Incoming transmission. Do not require assistance. I'm told our eyes cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there's an unidentified and badly damaged fit refusing help, which, not to put in a fine point, has not been offered to them. Let the ship identify itself. Yes, Lord Captain, the Kennington. Oh no, we are receiving you. Identify yourself. I repeat, identify yourself. Do not tell him we are done for. This is Fungerfang. We are a merchant vessel. Do you copy? We are a private vessel. Damn, I see it. Where did Thunderfang? Ravor, damage report on the unknown vessel. Multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge is almost certainly obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, your vessel is badly... Why can we not identify you? What happened to you? Okay. What? What? Main gun, fire on them. Main deck, belay that order. Keep following the old course. Okay. So. A lot more quests there. We're gonna go here. Begin scan. Okay. Okay. goods. Omniscope. Maybe it's how many slots I have opened?
Let us not dawdle.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Come in, escort. This is Captain Vareki. Escort, please come in. Officer, the person before you is Ignis Van, a rogue trader. Although you are, from what I gather, a subject of another dynasty, you do well to introduce yourself with the proper decorum. Tell me about this planetoid. The settlement... The only settlement of Raiakatphalia is a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and the domed quarries. They mine sulfur, serum dust, and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, or so it was prior to current events. I'm looking for a man by the name of Henry Van. Is he here, perhaps? Unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, that seems unlikely. There's no shuttles in working order. Alright, so I have no time for one thing. Brief me of the situation ahead and be concise. There's been a prison riot on the planetoid led by the prison warden himself. Why would the young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? It's a personal matter. Master Cadet, the seditious warden, is Lord Evan's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly and he rushed here without delay. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. He is determined to save his friend. He won't back down. I pray for the throne that he's alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really don't like this place. Theobald executed his wife and only son on the mere suspicion of treason against House Orsalio. So why did the noble Emmett rush to save him who had betrayed his house? Do bonds of friendship give one the rights? You don't understand. The warden himself is spearheading the riot. Yes. No one expected this. Master Cadet is the nobleman for all respected. Yeah. He's now as personal as there was his subjects, and he would never bow to anyone against pure heresy. Is there anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? All right. I wouldn't have ever dared to trouble you with a personal, but the situation in any case, have you ever been to the capital minor? I want to know if a ramp... I have not been to Ukraine, and I know nothing of the officer's fate. Alright. Trap? Trap.
Never doubt me.
That, and that. The guard post has been raised for some time. There's a layer of dust on every surface.
Keep your wits about you.
To the barracks!
What's a peculiar thing?
Cass, tell me, what do you see when you look at me?
Usually a colorful pandemonium, but now your colors have faded. Are you afraid of me, Idira? Or of what I might see in you?
That's a kind of a spooky thing to say.
The Emperor favors me today.
Go. Let's look at the goods. Do that. Do that.
I always keep my options open. I'll make an example out of you.
Let the blood flow!
Okay.
Face the navigator's might.
And you fucking died. You?
If I may.
Not this Scryer's job. That is not my destiny. No can do. I'm not so sure. Anything else?
Okay. Okay.
It will be done.
Really? I can't shoot you from this position? What the fuck?
Death to the weak.
Stop it!
I'll brush this off.
Okay.
I know what is to come.
Nimble prisoner has a lot more health.
Fortunate turn of fate.
Rejoice in battle.
And I think I'll do run and gun.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Okay.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Let's get to it.
Excuse me? What the fuck was that?
Guides me.
I think you're just gonna have to go there and kill him.
As duty demands.
Oh my god, you got hit too.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
You're just out of range? Motherfucker.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Hi, Fua. Ha! Got him. Oh.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Don't do it! That was a weird, like, dodge thing. Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Injured. I'm enraged.
You have bleeding.
Guided by faith.
Can I do this? I can.
Stand, and thy light I crave. That is not the Emperor's will.
Come on.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's
Nice.
judgment.
Again?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'm ready for whatever.
Try this.
comes. Another enemy down.
Nice. Oh, is that everyone? They're all fucking dead? Back over here. Check this person. Inspect this poster. I picked up armor? Now this. Chainmail. Certainly better than what I'm currently wearing.
I did it.
Examine what's behind it. A prisoner shank. That's a lot of damage, actually.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh, goods. 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 Oh, this piece of paper. Okay.
You left the Navis Imperialis to serve the rogue trader. Do you ever regret it, Seneschal?
No, I do not regret it in the least. Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do. But it was only under Lady Theodora that I truly felt the significance of what I was doing.
Okay. Chaos, chopped up fresh.
Rise
Yep.
to the top,
Yep.
or get left in the dust.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Prison guard key. Okay. Okay. Many victims were slain there. Gotcha. Tech use.
The premonition runs true.
Oh god. The dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us to a new existence. Yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. How I have longed for this, dear brethren. Thank the throne, normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with a gap-tooth smile drop. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, look at this ragtag bunch of hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but while sitting it out wasn't really an option either, the warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join the festivities. So we had to, you know, play along. But this is all it was, play. It was never meant, no offense, Governor. Okay. Okay. How novel. The lowborn speech is modeled with colors that conceal his true darker hues. This old man has a long history of lies, and he's using his wiles on us as well, but I see no or ill intent. Tell me about the warden and the riot. Ha! Why soil your tongue talking about that heretic? But if you insist, here's how it goes. The warden of his here, the Honorable Master Catagala, was a crackback from the start. Previous ran things the proper way. Prior, 1 meal a day. Work, punching the shoppers from the guards. Work, yeah. But the new one introduced lunches and dinners. By the 9 devils, that's 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark raving mad. The only thing went in front of the guards quit it. With the teeth punching, the warden forbade them. Said the overseer started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarries, running there harder and whatnot. And then, would you believe it? They put a list of best workers, and if someone was on the list, they also showed good behavior to an Optimate. That's a cruster upper crust. And that's how it was at first, and the warden decided it's the Optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of punishment. And that it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the Optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when these goody two-shoes really started to shine. Those guards aren't the same league as our Dare fellows, the Optimates. In the old ways, we had... We're lucky it was only 50. Okay. And that wasn't even the end of it. Warden Canada moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry under the dome. And I think something in his new home really scrambled or began spouting the wildest things like the Optimates are saint, or we will behold the truth. And he started talking, taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them or banned. Okay. And if I spare you, what do I gain? How can Lily help to thank you, noble? I have an inkling. You see, us here, we're, how should I put this? Different from the rest of the prison. They're all petty thieves from Riker and them. There's no one serious. Now, we were nobles. Now, we, your nobleness, are cut from, we fortune seekers from the void. We didn't tell you, why don't we tell you, What kind of very serious people? The most serious kind. Have you ever heard of the Fellowship of the Void? It's a large private area. They were planning to break you out. Well, now that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come get us out a long time ago, but they got up tied somewhere else. Void Kraken's gulled with them, and all the time we had this happen. Pardon me if you're trying to pull the synth wool over you. It's just that we want nothing to do with the whole warden nonsense. So what now? Will you let us go? Sure, no problem. Today you'll tell us a little why. Tomorrow you stick a torpedo on our side. Very well. I shall spare you. Oh, it's great to hear. Just great. Now there's a true Christian on. Where was I? If you ever trust the Shadow Quarter, okay. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, footfall, the Shadow Quarters, there's a bar there, built onto the remains of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, a certain Rita does her business. Tell her Grandpa Backval says hello. You'll be your favorite client in the Billington. There are, well... You may go. This is unwise, but most unwise. I don't want them joining my fucking crew. Even bowed to me, too. Anything over here? Oh.
Let us not dawdle. This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Oh. Cone sign. What is it? Two-handed melee? It's a diviner staff. Interesting. To the barracks. Oh.
Is there money to be made?
Yep, tech use, etc.
The whispers told me how.
I don't actually have the ability to use those staffs, do I? Nope. I don't have a diviner. Oh, I do have a diviner. What's cosine, though? Build a bridge. Oh, I see.
Keep your wits about you.
To the open pit. Let's go over here for now, I guess. Barracks. I don't know if I went into this building, but... Wait, what? This is where it started. Huh. So this is the beginning area. So I pushed down a shortcut. So the open pit is the way forward. Eris, oh. A woken prisoner.
Over.
Medicaid, 100%.
That wasn't so difficult.
Suggests that the victim was killed by poison gas. This glass-making furnace was used to melt stuff. A woken prisoner. I told you, Evie, they are hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless abominations. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one has ever before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you. She stopped struggling for 1 minute. We have a guest from the Von Valentia ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. Such dreadful shades. The colors of this place, they are purging at these people. Their colors are oozing with madness. Step away from the hostage at once. Hostage? How rude. Young Winterscale is my guest and dearest friend. He came here himself to visit an old and have a heartfelt talk, and I'm merely showing him some appropriate hospitality to commemorate our reunion. How dare you, contemptible peasant. For every drop of noble blood you spill, you will pay 100 more. That poor fool, I knew nothing good would come from his naive attempt to... However, Evanan appears to still be alive. If we make haste... Who is Aurora? Oh, so you managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess's design without even knowing who she is, but it is too late. Now we will never end. Okay. Enemy of the truth. All right.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none. You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
All right.
I'll do it.
Oh, 8 damage. So close. Now I fucking do it again.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Okay. Now it's you. Do this?
I'm accustomed to being ordered around. Die with grace, at least.
So if I do you, shoot you. Shit. All right. All right.
You
Ow.
don't frighten me.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
That works. Means cleanse the heretics. Oh. Yeah, we'll do this.
Your end was inevitable. I'll make it happen.
Regimental tactics. We'll do a little bit of running, gunning. Here, we'll shoot you. I missed. I didn't move first? That seems rude.
Someone else can do this.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. An exemplary strike.
Okay. Weird.
Victory is imminent. Indeed.
These ruby flashes are choking me.
Chaos
Oh.
guides me. Pain and duty go
Yep, that's fine.
hand in hand.
Doubt is for the weak, fabricated.
Emperor,
Do that.
give me strength. Foe tainted black.
Okay.
What is this foreboding? Be gone!
Okay.
You should feel honored to witness this.
So what does this actually do? Precisely aim shot with a bonus 50%.
I'll see to it. Consider this a taste of what's to come.
Okay. Nice. Any more? No?
Follow my lead. I will
Excuse
do
me?
my duty.
Stop shooting her! Get away from her, you bitch!
I will bathe this battlefield.
Wait,
in
why are you...
righteous fury.
You could do worse, but not by much.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh. It does do damage.
Do not dare ask. I'm afraid not.
Excuse me?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I'll make it happen.
Parry, bitch.
Not this Greyer's job.
Well, then move closer to it.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
Okay.
It's as good as...
I didn't hit him, did I?
I'll see to it personally.
Okay.
High momentum.
Oh, that's not...
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Can't do anything in your position. Wasn't there? Oh, there we go.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Okay. Here.
Will do.
Cool.
Who if not me?
Nice. Okay.
It will be
I think
done.
just endure.
This is unacceptable.
Really? How am I? So if I move here
Guided by
and shoot
fate.
this.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it.
Oh, 1 health.
I refuse. As the Emperor commands, I act. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
All of them are dead? I don't think I see any more.
I've suffered worse.
But of course.
I'll see to it personally.
Oh god, that would have hit you.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Poke. Oh.
Help me, Lord Captain!
Will do.
Bang.
Rookies! Ah!
Really?
Victory is imminent. One fewer target.
Noble sword? I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Bubble is bubbling in the one in his voice is barely audible, but even now it remains melodious and quite courteous. Evanane, Winterscale of Coronis, greatly pleasure to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that Lord Winterscale visited Aurora 5, the station was washed in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted to see such a rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for he whose presence makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Lady Cassie, I presume, the sacred child of House I find myself not at my best. There is no disgrace in your predicament, Lord. The Lord and I am dreadful. You are wounded and need help. Wounded. I would have phrased it altogether. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you said? Had your eyes burned out? That was my first time. I cannot say. I recommend the procedure it. What have they done to you? Ah, the warden, my friend. I tried to convince him to stop their diplomacy. Failed. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. I will see to the assistance provided to escort it from here. He nods, given in to oblivion. So, the thing that he gave. Improved armor, but a noblesse sword. I'll take the noble sword. I say.
I'm not interested.
Wait, what? You equipped it where? Oh, right there. Alright, let's level up real quick. Yeah, more agility? No. Charm, deceive, yep. Suppressive fire? Deadly accuracy? Chain weapon? Character, ballistic skill? Perception, strength, poetry, dual wielding, combat. Maybe dual weapon combat. We do toughness, yeah. This one, I feel like dual weapon combat actually benefits you. You... Biomancy. Pyromancy. And, logic? Sure. This... No. Hmm. Doing my part. Not what I want, though. Heavy weapon, maybe? Officer. Zone of fear? Held in my gaze, I guess. I'll do that. She seems a little bit on the offensive.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, I see that up there.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Alright. I have a lot of stuff. We'll go this. We'll snooze. Why are you so interested in it cannot be? Okay. It will not be tolerated? Come on now. All about her. Remember what she like? Brazen assertive. It was like entire life was a race against fate until... Okay. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood, but do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. The sister words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you are blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by news of possible heresy. There's Venom. Yep. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of Abate, the arch enemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus cannot never justify their actions. Sure, why not go through all that except my dear friend? I seem to remember that you didn't mind. You were there so much while you were aboard the ship, you didn't leave her side for a moment. Argenta is right, the danger of heresy cannot be overset. I'm not excusing, I just don't want to believe that would be evolved. Walk away from the device.
Let us not dawdle.
I guess let's go. Possibly poison gas emission. I wonder where the poison gas, like, came from, because I didn't fight any poison gas in that fight. Maybe I would have at some point if something were to happen. Your lordship, there I have news of your lord. He is alive but badly. Help my people get him to my ship. He is safe and in one piece. I shall receive him as a guest. Help my people get him to my ship. It will be done immediately. Thank you for letting me know, your lordship. I have to... Terrifying mutate. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I've received several from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors of the ship's cogiter and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany. The tech priests can deal with this, but the servitors, they make errors and... Yep. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are explained by errors in the cogiter's calculations have some... Not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since the Loga door slime showed the Lumen Starflint. Yep. The technical aspect of servers include that they pose in accordance to size such behaviors as cause. Yeah. All right. That's going to be... How do I get out of... Let's see. How do I get out? Oh! I see. Do I have scrap? I do have scrap. We have things, and I don't know what they do. Wow. These have dots on them. Alright. Like I said, that's probably going to wrap up for today's stream. We'll talk to everyone that we probably should talk to. Argenta.
Greetings.
Cassia.
I have enjoyed your company.
Okay. Boxmaster. Let's talk to Abelard real quick.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Here's some techno brats. I can sell stuff with you, right? What happened? You see, Lord, the sheriff has been in Finland. The Violet Proto interrupted task observed, and then Agenda nervously pulls his looking at a frog. Had it been routine, I would have not said that, but I do not wish to hide such irregularities from you. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look. Sector data unavailable, region data unavailable. When his lordship arrived, he found the servitors in the same position that they assumed after they betrayed, all standing in a long spiraling line, facing the center of their strange formation. The moment his lord crossed the threshold of the bay, their bodies jerked and all was one as if obeying command. The servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. The Technomax tasked with overseeing the defective units even reached for their weapons, but then the servitors went still just as abruptly, staring at with his all present held their breath. Disturbed his... demanded a report of the defective unit's status. The Technomat's long-winded and detailed work could have been summarized in a single point. Despite the servitors' abnormal behavior, they were still quite capable of carrying out duties and therefore not call for their termination. Took several steps towards it. They mimicked his movements with frightening precision. The Royal halted in place after a moment's thought, waved his hand, and servitors synchronously repeated their... So that as it was mocking him, whenever the Lord did, he would be so inclined, the Lord examined the servitors. It prompted the inspection, thus just follow my duty. His steps close, and we noticed the fastening around. His pupils, normally still, were wildly, their bulging veins were pulsing on their copper collars, inscribed with their past offenses, as if were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. A visible, shaken technomat behind us, but the human souls have awakened within the servitor's body after a long slumber deep within their lobotomized brain. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they were attained awareness feeling, and after a pause, it added that the servitors had used to function properly, and that no one had been able to explain the change of their behavior. Step away from the surveillance. Order that and its component investigated. The sutures between its wrinkled we watched. You could see every centimeter served to stiffen. The technology occurred. The unit wasn't working right, and that's going to say it should make a note of one more thing. At the moment, all of us present described that not just the eyes, but the hands and heads of some of the servitors were now shaking too, as if there was some sort of terror. Turned to announce the decision. Dispose of the servers so that their human souls may be released from torment. Alright. Now, where can I go sell things? Aren't you... Wrong way. Transportation, some goods. Can I sell? Oh, I have a profit factor. Flamer? Flamer, though. What would that do? I'm not sure what this list does for me, right? Like, if I want to sell something... Oh, I see. Oh. I can't get rid of everything. Alright, so if I want to sell something, can I click on it? Like... okay, so hide untradeable. Ranged. Trophies sounds like something I can just sell. Armor kits and jewelry sounds like something I can sell. Range weaponry, armor kits. Range. Armor. Okay, trade. Now my reputation went up. And now I have access to this stuff down here. Nice chainsword. I like the chainsword. Power Maul's fun. Does a little less, though. Stalker gloves. Interesting. So, like, what is... Cargo capacity? I'm just not... I don't understand. I'll leave him at level 1, I guess, for now. Okay, so that's gonna be it. I'm gonna save real quick. That being said, thank you everyone for showing up for today's stream. My name's Direct Assault. Let's get a little bit of music going. Take care. Have a nice day.